You came by early Saturday with a basket from the market, fresh bread wrapped in paper and strawberries in your arms. You said, I bought too many, though we both knew that wasn't true. You always find the smallest reasons to spend the afternoon. We stood together in the kitchen, cutting berries into red. You stole the sweetest one, then held another to my lips. You had sugar on your cheek. I reached to brush it off, then forgot to move my hand away when you looked up. Strawberry jam on the corner of your smile. We've been standing in this kitchen talking for a little while. The window's open to the summer, the radio is playing low. I don't know if this is love yet, but I don't want you to go. Strawberry jam, sweet and messy on our hands. Maybe all the best beginnings never happen like we planned. The first jar came out too runny, the second one was much too sweet. You laughed and said, we'll call it perfect, then wrote our names across the lid. We spread it on the warmest bread and ate it by the sink. You closed your eyes to taste it like it mattered what you thought. You said, this feels like something we should do again next year. My heart held on to every word, though I pretended not to hear. You had sunlight in your hair, I had questions in my head about all the little future things you almost seemed to suggest. Strawberry jam on the corner of your smile. We've been standing in this kitchen talking for a little while. The window's open to the summer, the radio is playing low. I don't know if this is love yet, but I don't want you to go. Strawberry jam, sweet and messy on our hands. Maybe all the best beginnings never happen like we planned. When the afternoon was ending, you packed one jar for me, then tied a ribbon around it and wrote the date beneath. I asked why you were saving it. You said, so we remember when we made something out of nothing and decided to begin. I looked at you across the counter, my nervous heart forgot to hide. You leaned in tasting strawberries and kissed me soft and light. Strawberry jam, still sweet upon your smile. Now the kitchen feels much warmer and the world can wait a while. The window's open to the evening, the radio is playing slow. I think I know that this is love now, and neither one of us will go. Strawberry jam, sweet and messy on our hands. Maybe all the best beginnings are the ones we never planned. You came by early Saturday with strawberries in your arms. Now one little jar is on my shelf with both our names and one small heart. We found a vending machine at the end of an empty street. The summer sun was going down, but the air still held the heat. You pressed the button twice, but the can refused to fall. Then kicked the metal gently, like you were asking it at all. It finally dropped with one loud sound. You raised it like a victory, then opened it too quickly and the bubbles covered me. You apologized while laughing, tried to wipe it from my sleeve. I said it's fine, I like peach soda, though I'd never tried it before. Peach soda on my t-shirt, sunset on your face. You're laughing like this little mess is something worth the wait. Peach soda, summer evening, sweet enough to make me stay. I don't know why the smallest things feel different with you lately. Maybe it's the bubbles, maybe it's smile. Maybe I have wanted this for more than just a while. We shared the drink between us, passing it from hand to hand. You said it tasted better cold, I said it tasted like the sand. You laughed and nearly dropped it, then sat beside me on the wall. Our shoes were almost touching, and our shadows stretched so tall. You told me about a beach town you wanted us to see, then quickly changed us into you, as if I wouldn't notice it. You look away when you get nervous, then start talking twice as fast. I am learning all your little signs and hoping they will last. Peach soda on my t-shirt, sunset on your face. You're laughing like this little mess is something worth the wait. Peach soda, summer evening, sweet enough to make me stay. I don't know why the smallest things feel different with you lately. Maybe it's the bubbles, maybe it's your smile. Maybe I have wanted this for more than just a while. When the can was almost empty, you shook it near your ear, then said, I guess that means we're finished. With a disappointment I could hear, I pointed to the vending machine and said, there's one more left inside. You smiled and bought another, though we both had lost our thirst. We opened it more carefully and shared it underneath the moon. You said, next time we should bring a blanket. I said, so there will be a next time too. Peach soda on my t-shirt, moonlight on your face. You nod and say, of course there will, like there was no other way. Peach soda, summer evening, now I know why I wanna stay. It isn't only how it tastes, it's who I get to share it with. Maybe it's the bubbles, maybe it's your smile. Maybe I have loved you softly for more than just a while. We found a vending machine at the end of an empty street. Now every time I taste peach soda, I remember you and me. It starts as a hum, a gentle vibration, a distant, familiar sensation, like a song you haven't heard in years, bringing back laughter, bringing back tears. Echoes of first love ringing in the hall. I remember the rise, I remember the fall. It's a part of the rhythm, a part of the beat of the life that I'm living, bitter and sweet. We were just children learning to fly under the vast and open sky. No fear of the future, no fear of the end. Just a lover, a partner, a best friend. Echoes of first love ringing in the hall. I remember the rise, I remember the fall. It's a part of the rhythm, a part of the beat of the life that I'm living, bitter and sweet. It doesn't define me, but it colors the view of everything I do, of everything that's true. It's the foundation, the root of the tree of the person I grew up to be. Echoes of first love ringing in the hall. I remember the rise, I remember the fall. It's a part of the rhythm, a part of the beat of the life that I'm living, bitter and sweet. Softly it fades, but it never dies. Sunday afternoon in late July, the sidewalk shimmered in the heat. You found a table by the window and saved the empty chair for me. You ordered lemonade for two, then laughed and said you weren't sure if I still liked it extra sour, like I told you once before. You pushed the glass across the table, two straws leaning side by side. I tried to hide my little smile, but you had already caught my eyes. You remember things I barely say, small details from an ordinary day. And every time you prove you listened, my careful heart gets carried away. Two straws, one lemonade, your fingers brushing mine. You take a sip and make a face, then laugh until you close your eyes. The whole cafe is full of noise, but you're the only sound I hear. Maybe summer tastes much sweeter every time you're sitting near. Two straws, one lemonade, a simple moment we both made. I don't know if you feel the same, but I hope you ask me out again. We talked until the ice had melted, about the places we might go. You said you wanted to see Paris, but hated traveling alone. I said I'd probably get us lost. You said that could be half the fun, then drew a crooked little map on the napkin with your thumb. You circled streets that didn't exist and marked a tiny cafe there, then wrote our names beside the door before pretending not to care. You say these things so casually, then look away so nervously, and every joke about tomorrow feels like an invitation. And for me, two straws, one lemonade, your fingers brushing mine. You take a sip and make a face, then laugh until you close your eyes. The whole cafe is full of noise, but you're the only sound I hear. Maybe summer tastes much sweeter every time you're sitting near. Two straws, one lemonade, a simple moment we both made. I don't know if you feel the same, but I hope you ask me out again. When the waiter cleared the table, you folded up our little map, then placed it gently in your wallet, like a plan we really had. I asked you why you wanted it. You said we might need it someday. My heart went racing at the thought, but I only looked away. Outside the sun was slowly fading. You held the door and let me through, then asked same time next Sunday. I said only if it's me and you. Two straws, one lemonade, your hand now holding mine. You take a sip and smile at me like you've been waiting for this sign. The summer street is full of noise, but everything feels soft and clear. Maybe love can taste this simple when the right person is near. Two straws, one lemonade, a tiny promise that we made. Now I know you feel the same. You already asked me out again. Sunday afternoon in late July, one empty glass, no need to hide. You kept the map, I kept the day. Two straws, one lemonade. My apartment faces yours, across a narrow city street. I see your kitchen light come on around 11 every week. You make tea beside the window, then water plants along the sill. Sometimes you dance while waiting when you think the night is still. still. I never meant to notice, but the pattern grew familiar. The little lamp beside your chair, the way you read with one knee up. Then one night you saw me watching, not in any secret way. You raised your cup and smiled at me from the other side of rain. The light in your window glowing soft across the street, a little sign that somewhere close you're awake along with me. The light in your window makes the lonely city small. I don't even know you well yet, still I wait to see it on. Maybe love begins with distance, maybe closeness starts this slow, with a smile across two windows and a light that says hello. The next night you held up paper with a message written large. Can you see this from your window? I laughed and made my own. I wrote yes, but your handwriting is harder than you think. You rolled your eyes dramatically, then held up coffee this week. I wrote Thursday after 7. You drew a badly shaped heart, then quickly crossed it out and replaced it with a star. Suddenly the space between us didn't seem so far at all. Every night became a conversation without making any sound. The light in your window glowing soft across the street, a little sign that somewhere close you're awake along with me. The light in your window makes the lonely city small. I don't even know you well yet, still I wait to see it on. Maybe love begins with distance, maybe closeness starts this slow, with a smile across two windows and a light that says hello. Thursday evening at the cafe, you were quieter face to face. You said it's easier through the window. I said I feel the same, but after half an hour talking, the nervous silence slipped away. You knew the songs I always played, I knew how you took your tea. When we walked back to our buildings, you stopped beneath my stairs, then looked up at both our windows and said, mine feels far from yours. The light in your window still glows softly through the night, but now sometimes there's no one there, because you're sitting here by mine. The light in your window led you quietly to me, across a little city street and through the space between. Maybe love begins with distance, then finds ways to bring us close, with a smile across two windows and the courage to say hello. My apartment faces yours, but tonight the curtains are both drawn. Your kitchen light is still not on, because you're sleeping in my arms. The forecast said the sky was clear, so neither one of us came prepared. But halfway down the avenue, the rain came falling everywhere. You ran beneath the little shop sign, I followed laughing out of breath. You found an old umbrella there, the kind they keep beside the desk. It barely covered both of us. You held it tilted to my side. Your sleeve was getting soaked, but you kept telling me you were fine. shoulder touching mine with every step we took. Your umbrella on my shoulder, the rain falling around us. You keep leaning it toward me, though the water's on your coat. Your umbrella on my shoulder, the whole street turning silver. I don't mind the weather when it brings me close to you. Maybe storms are not so lonely, maybe gray can feel like gold underneath your little umbrella. I forget that I am cold. We stopped beside a crosswalk, waiting for the light to change. You brushed a raindrop from my cheek, then pulled your hand away. You laughed and blamed the wind like it had moved your fingers there. I tried to answer casually while my heart forgot the air. A taxi splashed the pavement, you pulled me quickly to your chest. For one small second I could hear your heartbeat through your shirt. We had to walk a little closer, but now neither stepped away. Even when the rain grew softer, we kept walking just the same. Your umbrella on my shoulder, the rain falling around us. You keep leaning it toward me, though the water's on your coat. Your umbrella on my shoulder, the whole street turning silver. I don't mind the weather when it brings me close to you. Maybe storms are not so lonely, maybe gray can feel like gold underneath your little umbrella. I forget that I am cold. When we reached my apartment, the rain had almost disappeared, but you stood beneath the doorway like you needed one more minute. You said you should keep the umbrella, I can get another one. I asked you how I'd return it. You said you could call me tomorrow. I knew exactly what you meant. Still I smiled and played along. Maybe I'll forget on purpose, you said. I hope it takes you long. Your umbrella on my shoulder, now the rain has stopped around us, but you're standing even closer with your fingers holding mine. Your umbrella on my shoulder, one small reason to remember how an ordinary storm turned into something warm. Maybe storms are not so lonely, maybe gray can feel like gold underneath your little umbrella. Something new began to grow. The forecast said the sky was clear. Now your umbrella's waiting here. I could give it back tomorrow, but I think I'll keep you near. The party filled the living room with voices, lights, and crowded air. I found you near the record player, trying to choose what we should hear. You held up one old album, said this song is good at night, then lowered the needle carefully and turned the volume down. We stood beside the speaker while everyone kept moving on. You knew every word already. I pretended I knew the song. You leaned closer just to tell me why the second verse was best. I didn't hear a single reason. I was watching how you smiled. Stay until the song ends. Don't leave before the final line. There are things I want to tell you, but I need a little time. Stay until the song ends, while the room is turning slow. Maybe when the the song ends. The room began to empty. Coats disappeared from every chair. Someone called your name from downstairs, but you acted like you didn't hear. You turned the record over and chose another quieter track, then asked if I was tired. I said, not if you're staying back. We sat together on the floor, our shoulders resting on the couch. You talked about the little things you never say when people are around. You said music makes you honest because silence feels too clear. I thought maybe that was your way of asking me to stay near. Stay until the song ends. Don't leave before the final line. There are things I want to tell you, but I need a little time. Stay until the song ends, while the room is turning slow. Maybe when the music fades, I'll find the nerve to let you know. I don't need the party, I don't need another friend. I just need you standing near me. So stay until the song ends. The needle reached the final groove and started turning without sound. You looked at me and softly asked, what were you waiting to say? I traced a circle on the floor, then laughed because my hands were shaking. I think I like these songs much more whenever you are here beside me. You smiled and moved a little closer, said I keep choosing longer ones because I'm never ready for our time to finish up. Stay after the song ends, let the quiet fill the room. There are no more words between us, only me leaning into you. Stay after the song ends, now the truth is finally known. You were waiting for the music, I was waiting to come close. I don't need the party, I don't need to just pretend. I just need you holding me long after every song has ended. The party filled the living room, but now the night is still. The record stopped an hour ago, and you are with me still. You came over after work with your hair tied loosely back, carrying a paper grocery bag and a recipe you found. You said, I'm not a perfect cook. I said, neither am I. So we opened every cupboard and decided we could try. You chopped the onions much too slowly, I read the instructions twice. You tasted every little thing and kept adding too much spice. There was music from the speaker, there was flour on the floor. I had made 1,000 dinners, but none had felt like this before. Across the kitchen table, you're smiling back at me, with candlelight reflected in the glasses by your seat. The meal is far from perfect, but I don't want anything more than your knees touching mine underneath the table. Across the kitchen table, the whole evening feels brand new. Maybe home is not a place, maybe home could look like you. You told me about your first apartment, how you lived on how I once set fire to a frozen pizza at 17. You laughed until you started coughing, so I brought a glass of water. You held my hand while you recovered, then forgot to let it go. The radio played something quiet, a song we both had heard before. You hummed along beneath your breath while I memorized the sound. There were dishes in the sink, there were plates we couldn't save, but every little imperfection made me wish that you would stay. Across the kitchen table, you're smiling back at me, with candlelight reflected in the glasses by your seat. The meal is far from perfect, but I don't want anything more than your knees touching mine underneath the table. Across the kitchen table, the whole evening feels brand new. Maybe home is not a place, maybe home could look like you. When the evening reached its ending, you stood up to clean the plates. I said you can leave them till tomorrow. You said, then I will have to stay. The words hung softly in the kitchen, and your cheeks began to glow. I walked around the little table and said I hoped you wouldn't go. No fireworks outside the window, no music rising at the right time, just your hand resting on my shoulder and your nervous smile meeting mine. Across the kitchen table, you're sitting close to me, with morning light reflected in the coffee by your seat. The meal was never perfect, but I couldn't ask for more. Now your slippers wait beside mine, near the kitchen door. Across the kitchen table, every ordinary day feels new. Maybe home is not a place, I think home might be with you. You came over after work with a recipe we never used. Now we're laughing over breakfast across the kitchen table. You arrived 10 minutes early, holding popcorn for us both. You said I didn't know which flavor, so you bought one sweet, one salty. We found our seats in the back row. The trailers hadn't started yet. You talked about your favorite actor. I watched the light across your face. You always whisper through the previews like the secrets cannot wait, and laugh before the funny parts because you know what they will say. The room was slowly getting darker. Your arm was resting close to mine. I couldn't tell you what was playing, I was too aware of you. Before the movie starts, when the lights are soft and blue, I'm pretending to watch the screen, but all I see is you. Your fingers in the popcorn, your knee brushing against mine. I wish the trailers lasted longer, I need a little more time. Before the movie starts, my nervous heart begins. Maybe tonight I'll tell you what I've been holding in. Halfway through the opening scene, you leaned closer to explain a detail I had clearly missed because I was watching you again. You offered me your jacket, though the room was barely cold, then left your hand upon the armrest just a little near my own. The story turned romantic, everyone became so still. You looked at me for half a second, like you wondered how I felt. The room was completely dark now. The music filled the air. I let my little finger touch yours, and you kept your hand there. Before the movie starts, when the lights are soft and blue, I'm pretending to watch the screen, but all I see is you. Your fingers in the popcorn, your knee brushing against mine. I wish the trailers lasted longer. I need a little more time before the movie starts. My nervous heart begins. Maybe tonight I'll tell you what I've been holding in. When the credits started rolling, neither one of us stood up. You said I liked the ending, I said I missed a lot. You asked me what distracted me, your smile was warm and small. I looked down at our joined hands and said you did, that's all. For a moment you said nothing, then you laughed beneath your breath. I haven't watched a single scene since you sat down next to me. After the movie ends, when the lights return too soon, I don't have to watch the screen. I can finally look at you. Your fingers holding mine now, no reason left to hide. We let the whole crowd leave without us and stay a little while. After the movie ends, a different story starts. You kiss me in the empty row and quiet my nervous heart. You arrived 10 minutes early, now we're leaving 10 minutes late. I never learned the movie's ending, but I found a better one that day. You worked the late shift at the cafe. I always came around at 9. Ordered something I didn't need just to stay until closing time. You wiped the table, stacked the chairs, and played your favorite songs too loud. When no one else was left inside, you sang without looking around. I sat beside the window, pretending I still had work to do, but every page stayed empty because I kept watching you. You always saved the last warm cookie and placed it next to me, and said it would go to waste, though we both knew what you meant. 1:30 closing time, the lights are low, the street is quiet. You turn the sign from open, but you never ask me to leave. 1:30 closing time, you're dancing with a broom, and I'm falling little by little in an almost empty room. The city waits outside, but I hope we stay inside. 1:30 closing time is my favorite part of night. One evening rain began to fall so hard it covered every car. You locked the door and made 2 drinks, then sat beside me at the bar. You told me why you chose this place and what you dreamed of doing next. I loved the way your voice grew softer when you spoke about yourself. You asked me why I came so often. I said the coffee here is good. You laughed and looked straight through me like you understood. You always save the last warm cookie, I always stay too late. Maybe we were both inventing little reasons not to say. 1:30 closing time, the lights are low, the street is quiet. You turn the sign from open, but you never ask me to leave. 1:30 closing time, you're dancing with a broom, and I'm falling little by little in an almost empty room. The city waits outside, but I hope we stay inside. 1:30 closing time is my favorite part of night. Then the power flickered briefly and the music disappeared. You lit a candle by the counter and moved your chair more near. You said, "Can I ask a question? Do you really like this place?" I looked at you across the candle and finally found the words. I like the way you sing off key, the way you always save my seat. The coffee's fine, but honestly, you're why I'm here each week. 1:30 closing time, the lights are low, the rain is fading. You turn them open, then lean across and kiss me. 1:30 closing time, no dancing with the broom. Now we're laughing at each other in an almost empty room. The city waits outside, but your hand is holding mine. 1:30 closing time was where our love began that night. You work the late shift at the cafe. Now I still come around at 9. You save the chair beside the counter and stay with me past closing time. You borrowed my pen in class, then forgot to give it back. I found you after in the hallway with blue ink across your hand. You said the cap had come off somewhere hidden in your bag, then showed me all your fingers like the color made you mad. I gave you a paper tissue, but it only spread around. You laughed and left a fingerprint on the corner of my notes. Now there's a little mark beside the sentence I forgot to write. I should be trying to erase it, but I think I like it there. Blue ink on my hand, blue ink on the page, a tiny little accident I don't wanna wash away. Blue ink on my hand from the pen you gave me back. Now every time I write your name, I think about the way you laughed. Maybe love leaves little traces on the things we touch and share. Blue ink on my hand and thoughts of you everywhere. The next day you brought a new pen with a ribbon around the clip. You said this one shouldn't leak, then watch me open it. There was a note beneath the ribbon. Sorry for the mess I made, and underneath in smaller letters, lunch today if you can stay. I circled yes and passed it back. You read it with a smile, then left another blue mark on my notebook as you walked. Now there are little signs of you in every page I'm turning through. I used to keep my notes so perfect, now I like the mess you make. Blue ink on my hand, blue ink on the page, a tiny little accident I don't wanna wash away. Blue ink on my hand from the pen you gave me back. Now every time I write your name, I think about the way you laughed. Maybe love leaves little traces on the things we touch and share. Blue ink on my hand and thoughts of you everywhere. At lunch you asked me why I still had ink beside my thumb. I said it won't come off completely, though I hadn't really tried. You reached across the table and turned my hand inside your own, then drew a tiny heart there with the pen you bought for me. I asked what happens when it fades. You said I'll draw another one. My face grew warm, you looked away, but neither hand let go. Blue ink on my hand, blue ink around a heart, a tiny little accident that turned into a start. Blue ink on my hand from the pen you gave to me. Now every time I write your name, it feels like possibility. Maybe love leaves little traces even after colors fade. Blue ink on my hand and one sweet promise that you made. You borrowed my pen in class, now it's always in your bag, and every morning on my hand you draw the little heart again. You brought an old camera to the park, said your father gave it to you. The leather strap was worn and faded, and the lens was scratched in two. You took a picture of the fountain and one of shoes beside the grass. I asked why you photograph such things. He said, the small things never last. Then, without giving any warning, you pointed it directly at me. I covered up my face and laughed while you counted down picture slowly came alive between your fingers in the sun. You stared at it a little longer, then said, "This is my favorite one." Polaroid smile, frozen in a square. My eyes are closed from laughing, and the wind is in my hair. You keep it in your jacket like it means a little more. I wonder what you're saving all these little moments for. Polaroid smile, a second caught in time. Maybe I'm just in the picture, maybe I'm already on your mind. We wandered through the weekend market, taking pictures as we went. A red balloon above the crowd, a bicycle against the fence. You photographed my coffee cup, my shadow stretching down the street, the tiny flower on my shoelace, and the paint beneath my feet. I said, "You're wasting all your film on things nobody wants to see." You looked at me and softly answered, "They're important because they're with me." The pictures slowly came alive, lined up beside us on the wall. But every time I looked them over, I noticed I was in them all. Polaroid smile, frozen in a square. My eyes are closed from laughing, and the wind is in my hair. You keep it in your jacket like it means a little more. I wonder what you're saving all these little moments for. Polaroid smile, a second caught in time. Maybe I'm just in the picture, maybe I'm already on your mind. At sunset we ran out of film. You shook the empty camera case. I asked which picture you liked best. You held the first one near your face. You said, "This one feels like summer, and everything I hope could stay." I asked you what you meant by everything. You looked at me and said my name, then handed me another picture I had never seen before. It showed me looking straight at you, like I was already yours. Polaroid smile, safe inside your hand. My eyes are full of something I am starting to understand. You keep it in your jacket right above your beating heart. Now I know what you were saving all these little moments for. Polaroid smile, a second caught in time. I was never just a picture, I was always on your mind. You brought an old camera to the park. Now one small photograph is mine. On the back you wrote the date, and underneath, the day you changed my life. You left your sweater at my place on Thursday after movie night. I found it hanging on the chair in the quiet morning light. I picked it up to fold it neatly, but the fabric smelled like you. A little coffee, a little rain, and something warm I couldn't name. I told myself I'd bring it Monday, but Monday came and went. Maybe I just liked the feeling that you had not completely left. It's silly how an empty room can suddenly feel less alone, because one small thing you forgot makes this place feel like a home. Your sweater in my room, hanging underneath the moon. I wear it when the night gets cold, though it's a little big and loose. Your sweater in my room makes me think too much of you. The way you smiled before you left, the way you said, "I'll see you soon." Maybe I should give it back, maybe I'm not ready to. I like having something here that still feels close to you. You texted me on Saturday, did I leave something at your place? I stared at the little message message with a guilty smile across my face. I type, no, I don't think you did, then erased the obvious lie. I sent a picture of the sleeve and wrote, it's doing fine. You answered with a laughing face, then said you can keep it for a while. I wondered if you knew already that I'd worn it every night. It's funny how a simple thing can hold 100 memories. The movie that we barely watched, your sleepy head leaning on me. Your sweater in my room, hanging underneath the moon. I wear it when the night gets cold, though it's a little big and loose. Your sweater in my room makes me think too much of you. The way you smiled before you left, the way you said I'll see you soon. Maybe I should give it back, maybe I'm not ready to. I like having something here that still feels close to you. Sunday night you rang my doorbell, standing there without a coat. You said I came to get my sweater, but your smile said something more. I handed it across the doorway, then you looked outside and sighed. It's colder than I thought tonight, could I stay a little while? We sat together on the sofa, the sweater folded in between. Then you moved it to the other chair and slowly leaned on me. Your sweater in my room still hanging underneath the moon. You said you came to take it home, but somehow left it here with you. Your sweater in my room, now I know you wanted to leave a little reason behind to find your way back here soon. I don't have to give it back, you said it looks much better on you now. The sweater and your sleepy smile both feel like they belong here too. You left your sweater at my place this time, I know it wasn't a mistake. It's hanging where it used to be, and you're asleep beside me. I found a note inside my book, you must have left it yesterday. A tiny line beside the chapter, you would probably like this page. Your letters leaned a little left, the ink was smudged beneath your name. I read the sentence in the margin more than the story on the page. You draw your hearts uneven, put small stars above your eyes. Even your careless little writing feels like something I could recognize. Every word looks like your voice, soft and careful, slightly shy. I trace the letters with my finger, wondering what you meant. Your handwriting hidden in the margins, little pieces of your thoughts left behind for me to find. Your handwriting turning paper into something warm. I don't know why a simple note can make me feel this way. Maybe it's the way you write my name, like you take your time. Maybe I'm already falling between every crooked line. The next day on my coffee cup you wrote, don't forget to eat, then left a tiny smiling face and disappeared before I saw. I kept the sleeve inside my pocket, even after work was done. It felt embarrassing and lovely to be noticed by someone. So I left a note inside your bag, your favorite song is track 11. Then waited for your message like a secret invitation. Every word became a door, opening a little more. We said the things on scraps of paper we were scared to say out loud. Your handwriting hidden in the margins, little pieces of your thoughts left behind for me to find. Your handwriting turning paper into something warm. I don't know why a simple note can make me feel this way. Maybe it's the way you write my name, share. I wondered if I'd read too much into the words you left. Then you appeared behind the doorway, holding one folded page. You said I tried to write this simply, but I rewrote it all day. Inside were only 7 words. I think I'm falling, are you too? I took your pen and underneath wrote, I think I fell before you. Your handwriting no longer in the margins. Now words are in the center where we finally let them show. Your handwriting turning paper into something true. Every crooked little ladder led me slowly back to you. It's the way you write my name like it belongs beside yours. Now I'm not only falling, I know exactly what it's for. I found a note inside my book. Now I keep it by my bed. Your writing is still slightly crooked, but I remember every word you said. Every morning on the 905 you sit beside the window, coffee balanced on your knee, headphones playing something slow. I take the seat across the aisle, pretend to watch the city pass. But every time you start to smile, I lose my place behind the glass. You always tuck your hair away just before the train arrives, and tap your fingers to the beat like there is music in the lights. I know the station where you leave, the book you read, the tea you drink. I know 100 little things you never knew I'd notice. There's an empty seat beside you, and I wonder if it's mine. I've been waiting for a reason to cross that little aisle. Maybe I could say good morning, maybe you would smile at me. Maybe love begins by choosing where you're brave enough to sit. There's an empty seat beside you, and my heart already knows I don't want to watch from far away. Another morning in a row. On Tuesday every seat was taken except the one right next to you. You moved your bag without me asking, like you hoped I'd choose it too. I sat down trying to look normal, though my hands forgot what to do. You took one earbud from your pocket and said, I think you'll like this tune. The song was soft and slightly broken. Your shoulder rested close to mine. We missed 2 stops while talking, and neither one of us seemed to mind. You knew the station where I leave, the snack I buy, the songs I play. I thought that I was watching you, but you had noticed me the same. There's an empty seat beside you, and I think that it is mine. I don't need another reason to cross that little aisle. You whisper something funny, and I laugh before you're done. Maybe love begins so quietly you don't know it has begun. There's an empty seat beside you, and my heart already knows I don't want to sit anywhere else on any morning going home. The train stopped in a tunnel, and the lights went dim and blue. You said I used to hate delays, but not when I'm with you. I looked down at our hands, resting almost side by side, then moved my fingers closer, and you gently closed the space. No perfect line, no grand confession, just the sound of wheels below. You asked if I was free that evening. I said I hoped you'd want to know. There's an empty seat beside you, but it's never empty now. Every morning I come running, and you always save it somehow. We share one song, one window, watch the silver city move. Maybe love began the moment I finally sat with you. There's an empty seat beside you, and my heart has found its place right there between your coffee and the sunlight on your face. Every morning on the 9:05, you're waiting with a smile. I used to sit across the train. Now I sit beside you every mile. The alarm went off at 7, but neither one of us would move. Morning light slipped through the curtains, painting little lines on you. You hid your face beneath the pillow, said the day can wait outside. I laughed and pulled the blanket higher just to keep you by my side. The coffee maker in the kitchen started humming down the hall, but your hand was holding on to mine, so I ignored it all. We had places we should be and 100 things to do, but nothing felt as important as one more moment next to you. 5 more minutes, let the whole world carry on. 5 more minutes before the quiet morning's gone. Your sleepy voice, your messy hair, the sunlight resting everywhere. I know that we are running late, but I don't really care. 5 more minutes, maybe 5 will turn to 10. I just wanna close my eyes and wake beside you once again. You finally walked into the kitchen wearing mismatched socks of mine. You burned the toast and spilled the coffee, then blamed it all on lack of time. I stood beside you at the counter, trying not to laugh too loud. You drew a smile inside the sugar, then looked strangely proud. We ate our breakfast by the window, watching strangers rush below. You said, I think they've all forgotten there are days worth taking slow. We had somewhere we should go, but you were looking back at me like this ordinary morning was exactly where we ought to be. 5 more minutes, let the whole world carry on. 5 more minutes before the quiet morning's gone. Your sleepy voice, your messy hair, the sunlight resting everywhere. I know that we are running late, but I don't really care. 5 more minutes, maybe 5 will turn to 10. I just wanna close my eyes and wake beside you once again. Maybe love is not the evening when the candles all are lit. Maybe it is Monday morning and refusing to admit that the alarm has rung 3 times now and the train is almost gone. Maybe love is sharing silence before the busy day moves on. You kissed my forehead by the doorway, then checked the clock and laughed. We've definitely missed the first train. I said, let's miss the second one too. 5 more minutes, let the whole world carry on. 5 more minutes, I'm not ready for you to be gone. Your sleepy voice, your messy hair, the smell of coffee in the air. We know that we are running late, but neither one of us cares. 5 more minutes, maybe 5 will last all day, because every time I'm close to you, the hours seem to slip away. The alarm went off at 7. We finally left at 9:30. You said tomorrow we'll wake earlier. We both knew that was a lie.